Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we are doing a spirit reading for the sign of Sagittarius. If you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node, there may be some messages here for you. This is a general reading though, so take what resonates, leave what does not. Not everything is going to resonate with everyone. And this is a timeless reading. Whenever you're seeing it is when you're meant to receive it. All right, let's get into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective regarding their spiritual path at this time? Okay, we've got the Five of Cups, King of Swords, King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, That's way too many. I feel like we just need the one that was showing the face. Knight of Swords. Let me get three more for Sag. Ten of Wands. Ace of Wands. Following it. One more, please. Two of Cups. And underneath we've got the Two of Wands and Two of Swords. Six of Wands. All right. So, Sag. So, you're sort of feeling a sense of loss, disappointment about something. You know, you're feeling like emotional loss. And you're trying to sort of command that like with your thoughts. You're trying to like be present, make the most of the situation. You're finding it, you've been finding it a bit difficult though to focus on the positive rather than like the positive that's still present rather than what you've lost. I mean, and that could be anything. It could be a person, a job, a pet, you know, whatever is relevant to you and your life at this time. But there's this energy of trying to sort of like keep those emotions suppressed, like mentally stay in control of your feelings. But it's kind of difficult because you keep wanting to look at it. You keep wanting to look at the feelings. And it's sort of keeping you like imprisoned in your mind. I'm hearing like you just need to feel those feelings and then like be present with the feelings and then move on from them. You'll feel a lot more balanced, less sensitive, like in a testy sort of way. And you're wanting to sort of like have a new beginning. Right now, you're in a period, I'm really getting for a good percentage of you, this is loss of a relationship, because you're in this energy of trying to be happy with your own independence, like focusing on making money, focusing on like on your career, on your like establishing yourself. Like underneath or aside from all of these feelings. And there's this energy of sort of looking out to the future for new love. Some sort of communication is going to happen that's going to change something for you. There's this energy of it's going to change something about the way you're thinking about this situation, thinking about how you're feeling, about whatever's happened in the past, about what you're doing in the present, about what you want in the future. There's this energy that, you know, when you're looking at these cups and sort of like imprisoning yourself mentally that way, you're carrying around this like really heavy burden. I'm getting this energy of like all of your passion being tied up in whatever ended. And that, you know, you've got to put that burden down. You've got to refocus your attention elsewhere in order to have a new beginning. And there is an opportunity for a partnership for you on the horizon. But it's not going to, you're not going to have space for it in your life, basically, until you decide to stop like protecting your heart at all costs, to process the feelings of what has happened and open yourself, like to make peace with it and to open yourself to the new possibility that's there for you. And whatever's coming in for you, it's going to come in quickly once you decide to allow yourself to like mentally make this transition. But it's going to have a lot of like passionate feeling backing it up. And I think maybe that was something that was lacking in the previous scenario. That's how you got to be like holding all of these sticks, like carrying them around by yourself. Yeah, like this in particular, this particular Ace of Wands is very sexual energy. So I feel like there may have been some coldness, some like withdrawn energy, some like disappointment in that area in like previous connection. And it's like you were putting all of that burden on yourself. Like it was something that was like with you, or you doing something wrong or whatever. But like I'm getting, it was really just an incompatibility between you and whatever was going on previously. And that moving forward, once you allow yourself to open to that energy, you're going to be pleasantly surprised to find that it was not in fact you, it was the combination of the two of you. And that when you combine yourself with someone else, you have a different experience, one that's more successful, more hopeful, more lasting into the future. Okay, so let's see what is in the oracle. Whoa. Okay, that's way too many. We can't do that. It's like 10 cards. They only want to come out in 5 or more. If it does it too many times, we're just going to have to take them. Getting excited. Okay, here's one. Okay. This came out for a couple of people. That one just like shot out. Gorilla. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. I'm getting that maybe your family has some advice for you about being present, about focusing on what you lost, as opposed to focusing on what you have. We had Unicorn come out to indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. I'm really getting all of this like strong wand energy from that card, that you've been feeling like unimaginative, like too burdened by like the weight of your own energy being suppressed, like coming out of this previous situation, in order to like feel creative, like to feel powerful, to feel magical, to connect with those parts of you. And that as you're moving forward into this new space and leaving that behind, that's going to open up that energy within you, and let it flourish and to go with that. Mountain Goat, there's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. Yeah. And what you need to do is quit looking back at the past for your answers. You've already gotten all the answers that you're going to get from that. There's something I'm getting. I mean, that seems a little extreme. I feel like we can always like learn from the past, but I don't know your particular situation. Maybe it's to the point where you've learned what you needed to learn from it, and staying in that energy is not serving. It's holding you back from bringing balance back into your life. Yeah. Okay. And underneath the deck, Cardinal, the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. So yeah, like carrying around this burden from the past has like really thrown things off for you. And, coming back to the present moment, to what's in your life now and what is like coming into your life that's going to like reset this energy for you. Like going from the 10 to the 1, it's like, and then 2 is after that. And then like 2 more 2s. Like it's a lot of opportunity for balance, for bringing yourself back to a space of like internal harmony is becoming available for you when you allow it, because you've mentally been holding yourself back by like placing your focus there in the past. Oh, oh, that's crazy. The card that fell out is like propped up on the floor on like another box of cards. Ooh. That's a big one. Surrender your fear of intimacy. What was I saying earlier about your previous relationship? Your passion like not being realized. That's why you're carrying it around like a burden. But like whatever you're moving into, you're going to be able to release that burden. And for many of you, like, maybe this other relationship could have been the success you wanted it to be if it hadn't been this learning experience around your like having a fear of intimacy. Like the level of emotional vulnerability required to have a healthy and balanced relationship seems to have been something that you were not prepared to offer, to surrender. But that is changing. Some element of you is recognizing the disconnect. All this time you've spent like looking back at it, you've sort of noticed this disconnect between what your desires were and what you received based on what you communicated. And you're understanding that you received what you communicated. You just didn't communicate your desires, so they went unfulfilled, and you just carried them around till, it almost destroyed you. But yeah, there is this chance to start over, to let love in. I was saying something earlier too about this, like opening your heart to a new opportunity. Not just a new relationship, but like a relationship different from anything you've ever experienced or participated in before. Okay. Surrender, denial. Surrender to success. So there's this element of needing to not look at the past and try to color it in a different way to make yourself feel better about it, to make it more manageable to your mind. You have to accept the reality of what it was, of what you learned from it, and of your ability to take that knowledge and move forward with it. And from there, to allow yourself to experience success by being more vulnerable in the future. Like that energy at the beginning I was getting of like, you know, being in your head, suppressing your emotions. Like that's a strong habit for whichever Sagittarius I'm talking to. That like if you don't surrender this fear of intimacy, if you keep denying and saying that like everything that happened in the past was like due to this other person and like their behavior and what they were bringing to the table, then like that's going to keep you from success. Like you have to own your part in it, to own your tendency to try to mentally control things and keep your emotions under wraps to the point where you limited your own ability to express passion. But you very clearly, you don't have to do that in the future, but it's your decision. It's your decision whether you want to like keep focused on the past and like repeat that cycle again for another relationship, or whether you want to try something new, to open yourself up to something more connected, more fulfilling. Yeah. What other messages? What last messages do you have for Sag? We've got courage, hidden depths. Courage. When picking roses, don't fear the thorns. Yeah, I feel like it takes a lot of courage to really be intimate, to be vulnerable, to open yourself up, to bare your soul to another person. But that's exactly what's required to have a deeply feeling, deeply feeling and fulfilling partnership with someone. I'm hearing there are going to be some sticking points, but that's just part of appreciating the bloom. Like in this realm of duality, there's always going to be dark and light mixed together, but you can't, if you shut out all of the darkness, you're going to shut out the light as well. Hidden depths. You only see the surface, look beyond. Yeah, I feel like that's that energy of like looking at your history, like at surface level, looking at how you've interacted, what you've offered at surface level when it comes to communication, when it comes to sharing yourself, your soul, your heart, your thoughts, all of it. And when you look past what's on the surface, you're going to find all of this lying underneath, as well as the possibility for the fulfillment, for the joy that you're looking for in a partnership. The expression of yourself is important. Move, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Yeah, like it's time to make this change, to like take action for yourself. You know, that could look like, you know, starting smaller, like opening up. You know, there's this thing about like listening to like family and friends or whatever. Like you could start with being more open, like less surface level with some of the other people in your life that you're, I don't know, less, something that feels less monumental. Like, I'm here, take baby steps. Yeah. But decide to do it. Decide to move forward and build something better from the outside in. Oh, that's weird. I meant to say from the inside out. But that just came out like that. Maybe for some of you it is more outside in. Like to paint the picture that you want to see and then welcome it into your reality. I'm hearing to watch. Oh, that's what it is. To watch for others being vulnerable, being intimate, and letting that energy like slowly like seep into you until it becomes your nature to be that vulnerable. Okay. All right. If this reading resonated with you, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and I will see you next week. Bye.